Get ready for a most informative show tonight. We have the magnificent Miss Karen Cherry, the owner of PRN Home Care and the Power Summit.
So You Know Moments with a twist. Your host, Dr. Jackson Dean, the Pen Slayer. You ready? Let's go. Just so you know, moments with a twist. Oh, talk show host, speaker, life and success strategist, author. Oh yeah. I inspire, empower, and coach others to be the best version of themselves. Just so you know, moments with a twist. Are you ready?
This Just So You Know moment is brought to you by Dr. LaShonda Jackson Dean, Jackson Dean Investments, and JDI Multimedia Network. Just so you know, Dr. Jackson Dean, the TV talk show queen, the Pen Slayer, and multiple national and international best-selling author says, I am a talk show host, a speaker, a life and success strategist, and an author. I inspire, empower, and coach others to be the best version of themselves. Welcome to Just So You Know moment with a twist. I am your host, Dr. LaShonda Jackson Dean. So everybody, let's welcome Miss Karen Cherry. Hello, Miss Cherry. How are you?
Oh, yes, I am doing fabulous. Yeah, because somebody's waiting on you.
Yeah.
Your talents and gifts are given to you from birth. That's the problem that most people don't realize.
Mm-hmm.
And typically, you're holding down something somewhere. You own a job. And you know what? A lot of these jobs, and I'm not saying we don't need jobs, y'all don't get me twisted. But the fact is, sometimes you allow a job to keep you from walking in your gifts.
Yes.
Proverbs 18:16 talks about when you walk in your gifts, the world will make room for you. That means that God is saying, if you do what I gifted you to do, you gonna make money. You ain't gonna never want for nothing as long as you pay your tithe and offering. I'm gonna have to add that in there. But that's the blessing about walking in your gifts.
Yeah. I tell my clients, even myself, I'm always, I work a full-time job as well. So I'm an employee, plus I run my own business as well. Mm-hmm. And the job that I have, I've been holding on to it because it allowed me to buy back my military time to go towards my retirement. Mm-hmm. And what I keep telling myself is that if I leave it now, then I've just thrown away all of that time. Because anyway, if I go anywhere else, I got to start back at day one.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And I'm like, I don't want to start back at day one. And all this time that I'm putting this job, they're going to give me a retirement check. Give me a retirement check from this place. And so I every day I have to give myself a pep talk to keep going there.
Wow.
Because I really want to come out of there and do what I do full time. But I'm waiting on God to give me the notion to go on and go. And so when he releases me from there, I go and I do what I do full time. But for now, I am an employee.
I'm just gonna say this out loud. Don't be that person that he don't send the car. Now he don't send the train. Then next thing you know, he got the submarine and the plane, and you still hadn't hopped on board. So I do find sometimes, and it is important that we do figure out what works for us. So I always tell people, do what works for you. But if you are asking God, be ready for the answer. Don't be like, oh God, I didn't. Look, well, God's like, you answer, and I will give you
That's
my
true.
answer. But you need to be ready, because I'm telling you, He's a serious God, and when
Yes,
He
he
wants you
is.
to walk in your gift, He expects you to do it. And if
Yes,
you don't, you know what else He does? He shuts those doors.
yes, he does.
Boom.
He
So,
does. And so with my clients, I tell them that, they always talk about they want to retire. I said, look, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having a job and
mhm.
running your business. Absolutely. When it's time for you to go, you'll know when it's time for you to go. But if you're not ready financially, whatever, don't just walk off your job where your steady income is and try to do something on the outside when you're not completely stable. And so I say look for that stability first before you step out there and then go. But until then, go ahead and get your job and get your check every 2 weeks to add to funding your dreams. And that's what I say that your job funds your dreams.
Your job is your supplier, pretty much.
Absolutely.
And I always say, look, while we're in this time that we're in right now, and
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe it's a time that we need to be very adamant about making sure that we take advantage of this opportunity. I
Yep.
look at COVID as an opportunity. Unfortunately, yes, all of us have been hit. I know by now a lot of people have been hit by the sadness that comes with this. But as long as you're breathing on this earth, make sure that you're creating other opportunities so that you're not codependent on the system. You know,
Absolutely.
you got to do that. Create the rule of thumb is you should have 7 streams of income. That
Yep.
don't mean you have to have 7 businesses.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that you have to have 7 ways that income is coming in. Your job is one.
You're right.
Okay. Then
Mm-hmm.
get on here and figure out how to get income from this digital platform that
Yes.
has literally blown up,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I just challenge people to make sure, no matter what you do for a living, whether you're a janitor, cook, whether you're a secretary, whatever you do for a living, you are a brand and you
Yes.
do have gifts. And if you tap into them, you're not sure what they are, ask God. He'll
Yes.
show you. He will show you. Trust me. He
That's
does
true.
answer. He does.
He does. He really does. He really does. And I'm constantly, everybody knows me. I'm constantly doing some other things that, with my business, broadening my business, growing it here and growing it there, because I'm trying to prepare myself so that
Mhm.
I can walk out, get my purse and walk up out of there. But until then, I got my purse on my shoulder and I'm going to put it in my desk and I'm going to be at work until it's time for me to go.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. That's called dualpreneur. There
That's right. I'm a serial doerpreneur.
you go. That's the best way to be.
Okay, Miss Cherry. So I've heard about your Power Summit, and I heard you say Level Up Summit. Now everybody knows I'm Miss Level Up because I got to level up through mindfulness. Take a look at these books here. What? You're gonna have to get with it and get you some level up through mindfulness, honey, because I have the book and the workbook.
Okay. I'm all about, I believe that you should level up your life. Don't,
Absolutely.
this is the time, this is the year. If you're still doing what you did last year or the year before, you are behind. It
Yes.
is, I challenge you to step up your game. That's what leveling up is all about. Step it up, because being complacent will not get you anywhere. And
Nowhere.
you find that you're missing opportunity, you know. So I challenge people. It's time to level up your brand. It's time to level up your career. And it's time to level up your business. So yeah, so you're right. People need that book.
Yeah,
They
that's right. But and you know where it all starts?
in the
It
mind.
all starts in your mind. If
Yes.
you change your mindset, you can change your life, you can change your money, you can change your whole trajectory of life if you would change your mindset now.
Yes.
And that's what I speak to my clients about, and that's what I talk about in my book. Mindset changes. Level up your mindfulness.
Yes. That makes so much sense. Because
Hmm.
if you don't believe it, you can't level up anyway.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So tell us about the Power Summit.
So power up. I actually, y'all last year. Well, actually in 2019, God gave me two things, two visions. Gave me Power Up Summit. So
Wow.
Power Up Summit was started because I needed to do something. Yeah, and literally, I'm telling y'all, if you want to know what your next move should be, and you're just not sure, spend some time. Spend some time in quietness. You know, spend some time
Meditation.
alone. Yes. You know, and then at the end, you make sure you ask. I say ask God. That's for me. And
Hmm.
so I did. After Success 2019, I was a little frustrated. That was one of the biggest conferences that we had.
Hmm.
We had Dr. Young Van Zant. We had over 120 speakers. We had between 1,100 and 1,500 people in person. We was at the largest facility on the coast, and we had raised over 200,000 plus for
Wow.
that conference, right?
That's
And so,
wonderful.
right. So you would think, oh, she's excited. Did I? No. So I had no. I was happy for the people. I was happy for everybody in attendance. I was happy for my speakers. I was happy for them. But there was a deflation that occurred. I've been doing events for almost 20 years now, really,
Hmm.
probably longer. But anyway, the bottom line is I had to sit down and say, what's in it for me? Right. Right. And I told my partners, this ain't about y'all. This is about me. And so God was like, you know what? You need to get back to doing your own conferences, things that I used to do before. So Power Up came from that. He literally was like, okay, this is what you need to do. And if y'all think he don't talk to you like that, try him. Because
Oh, he does. I
he
know he does.
and it's real. Now look, now when he does that, don't think it's gonna be easy.
Right.
Because it's not. Because remember, this is pre-COVID.
Yes.
I'm walking into 2020 with my
Mhm.
2020 vision, right? And then boom, here I'm planning to have this conference in person in New Orleans.
Mhm.
Hello, that's 1 hour from me. So
Right.
I don't set up. I have my keynote set up and everything rolling. And then, COVID, right? So I'm
Right.
just like, okay, now, Lord, when I'm gonna push through. Trust me, I'm a determined person. So I'm like, I'm gonna push through. This conference gonna happen. So I
Right.
moved that conference around. When I tell y'all, I moved that conference around, and we had 4 moves. And at the end juncture, where I'm like, okay, we're gonna be live in Biloxi, Mississippi. Had
Mhm.
to move it back over here, y'all. when you get a call and the governor is like, the governor says on TV, national TV, yeah, we only going to allow 10 people in the room. Now, my conference was 10 days from that comment he made.
Oh
10
my God.
days. So I had to flip that conference because I was not giving up. I had
Right.
to cancel out speakers that were flying in, and then I had to literally flip that conference with my team to a virtual
Virtual.
live conference in 10 days. Trust me, yes, I didn't get no sleep, and neither did my team.
I
But
know you did.
Power Up was totally because I felt like people were just, suffering. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, really suffering. And you could see where people just didn't know where the next leap, what to do. And I wanted to bring in people. I was bringing in speakers to show them how to power up, their brand as
Right.
far as bringing in the people that does photography, so
Mm-hmm.
you get your great headshots, your great photos,
Right.
bringing in people to show you how to level up and power up that speaking, right? Because
Right.
it's really important that you understand that you need to be taking everything, as I said before. As you can see, level up is a pre to my power up. So
Uh-huh.
level up last year was all about visibility. Got to get
Mm-hmm.
the visibility, and it was a pre-conference to power up, which is all about everything in your life, everything, including your life. So we wanted to make sure that a person had different aspects, and it was going to be a smaller conference because with success being as big as it is, I didn't want to do as big of a conference. Well, y'all, that's different now because we're virtual. And
Yes.
so with us being virtual, I want to reach people around the world.
Mm-hmm.
I want people around the world to know and to be able to benefit to the speakers from the speakers that I'm bringing to the stage, so that the pouring into their life causes them to want to take everything up and keep going up, so that your
Absolutely.
career, your brand is good. So that's me. I'm gonna stop and go from there.
You got me tickled now. She said, that's me. I'm going to stop. Oh, my goodness. That's too funny. That's hilarious.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had quite a bit, I would say 50 to 60 speakers last year. And like I said, even though we had to turn around on a dime, we still had people that understood converting,
Right.
to the virtual side. Success, if you ask my Success Women's Conference, we just finished Woman on Fire. And so that being said, that has a lot of video. And we have the 2020 where Les Brown was in the house, Forrest Riley, the pitch queen was in the house. We had Dr. George C. Frazier. I mean, I could go on and on with 120 something speakers. You could just list them out for days, right?
Um, I've been a part of different platforms as far as speaking and things like that. So I'm always looking for new opportunities. So who
Mm-hmm.
knows?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I always tell people, yes, Miss Level Up. What a good combination right there, right? We're gonna do that
Absolutely.
lead in. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm always looking for people to pour into my people, because that's essential. Mind, body, and soul. As I said, it's the whole person, not just just feeding certain parts. I'm all about visibility, because
Mm-hmm.
I believe that you got to get visible.
Yes.
2021 is your year.
Mm-hmm.
It's y'all year. I'm calling it, and I've said this many times. You're gonna hear me say it all through 2021. The year of the speaker.
All
I'm
right.
calling it the year of the speaker. I hear people say all the time, "Well, there aren't that many platforms." So
Gonna want me to be great, but you know what? I'm still gonna be great. I'm still gonna be great.
I love that. I saw that. I said, look, she done pop that mic up there.
But
That's
you know what?
hilarious. Well, you know what? I like the fact that you have fun doing this stuff.
I
You know,
do. And people really don't understand just how much fun I have with this. And they're like, girl, you just be laughing and having so much fun. I said, yeah, because this is fun for me. This
yeah,
is fun. I enjoy every moment. I enjoy bringing other people to the platform so they can talk about their business. And like I tell them, this show is not about me.
right.
This show is about the person that I bring on the platform so that they can talk about who they are. I'm just the vessel. I'm just a vessel to come and bring you to the stage. Introducing Miss Cherry coming to the stage. That's what I do.
See, you like me. I did that. I hosted a clubhouse event, my first one last Thursday,
Mhm.
and people don't understand. You know, when you're a person that create opportunities,
Yeah,
you get a pleasure in that, right? It's
absolutely.
all about creating an opportunity so other people can benefit from it.
So, what do you think about that clubhouse?
Love it.
Do you?
Absolutely go outdo every platform we got. There's got to be some tweaking that will happen. But the thing about Clubhouse is that right it's first of all, it was the perfect time to launch
Mm-hmm.
because people need something right now. The thing about Clubhouse is not visual, so people can't just judge you right off the bat. And I know there are a lot of people. See, I don't care. You can be visual, it don't matter to me. I'm gonna be seen, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people, they want to be able to look. If it's in the middle of the night, I don't have to get out my bed. I can just pick up the phone and start talking. You know, and you know what it did? It shrunk the world even more. If you get on at 12 to 1 o'clock in
Mm-hmm.
the morning, the rest of the world comes online. So for
Wow.
night people like me,
And me.
see, yeah, I can tell you all because you got too much. You got extra. I was like, go, girl, I love that.
Yeah,
Woo, I can go. My husband like, you going to bed? I'm like, not yet. Well, it's 3 o'clock. Okay. I can record the best this time of night. But
that's the way I am too.
oh, really? See?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got too much in common.
I know, right? Look, we better check and see if we're not joined at the hip.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So when they say beta, that means beginning
Right.
stage for technology, right? So you're an engineer, you know that. But
Yeah.
anyway, the bottom line is they got people popping on there. I'm like, the other day they had Mark Zuckerman, they had Elon Musk come on a few days before,
Mm-hmm.
and he almost shut it down. To be honest, I was on there, and Terrell Owens was sitting on there the other day. I was just fumbling through,
Mm-hmm.
and then I heard Gail King and some other people. They were in a private meeting,
Oh.
hosting on Clubhouse. Yeah, girl, it'd be so many people on there. I was on there one time. One of the young actors, Candace Burrow, was in the room,
Mm.
and just somebody saw her in the audience and said, "Oh, Candace, come to the stage." I'm like, "Candace, who she?" And so when she introduced herself, I said, "Let me see if she's real," because when you DM on Clubhouse, because they don't have their own chat, it
Right.
goes to Instagram, and you can see how many people are following me. I said, "Okay, that's the real person."
Wow.
Uh, the other day, I was on T-Mobile. The head of T-Mobile, the CEO, was pulled. The guy said, "Oh my goodness, we need to stop. Let me pull John up to the stage." John who? John. John, the guy that brought all the pink to T-Mobile.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, him. He
Okay.
was in the audience. Somebody brought out a cause. Just so happened they were talking about, and you may have heard about try Gary, it's the genocide that's going on in Ethiopia. He dropped 25,000 while they were talking. I want to help y'all. So
let me find my iPad. Where is my iPad?
So first off, just so you know, billionaires are on there every day. Anywhere from there are many millionaires on there every day of the week, but there are several billionaires that are on there probably anywhere from 4 to 5 times a week. Online, I saw one which you probably heard of, Grant Cardone, the undercover billionaire.
Yeah.
Somebody pitched her business. He stopped her midway and said, I want to invest in your business. Are you willing to move? And he said, I need to know if you're willing to move to Miami, because if you are, I want to be a partner.
Well, Miss Cherry, I have to say it's been a pleasure having this interview with you. And so, would you please tell everybody how they can get in contact with you if they would like to speak with you or buy your products or be a speaker at one of your events? So whatever it is, whatever you feel like sharing as far as your contact information, go ahead and let us have it.
So the first thing I always tell people, kerncherry.com, kerncherry.com. That's where you can find my book projects, Make It Happen. I also have Trailblazers Who Lead To. I'm looking for co-authors, 30 co-authors for the Trailblazers Who Lead To. So I'm working on that right now. And so you can go to kerncherry.com. If you want to set up a discovery call with me and you're thinking, I want to create my own event, so go to kerncherry.com, because that's where you'll find and be able to connect with me. Go to kerncherry.com now.
Someday my prince will come. Someday we'll meet again to be happy forever. I know a dream when you're fast come. Someday we'll meet again to be happy forever. I know a dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the wish that you make will come true. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the wish that you make will come true.
Well, thank you so much for being a part of the Just So You Know moment with a Twist TV talk show. We enjoyed you tonight. And so we're going to sign off, and let's do so by doing our Princess Wave to everyone. Bye-bye for now. And to learn more about Dr. Jackson Dean and the books and services that I offer, please visit me online at www.drlashondajacksondean.com. See you next time on Just So You Know moment with a Twist TV talk show. Bye-bye.
This is Just So You Know Moments with a Twist. Your host, Dr. Jackson Dean, the Pen Slayer. You ready? Let's go. Just so you know.